Hello, good evening. Greetings to all my church listeners. My name is Rufen Perry Grino Kwao. All right, so if you're just joining me, tonight we're going to have a discussion and it's going to be a fruitful one. And it's all going to be centered on how to use or how to search universities and programs using the AI. So it is 19 o'clock or 1900 o'clock GMT, 7 p.m. I don't know where you're joining me from, but let me give you guys a minute or two so we can share the link to our friends and family, those who feel like they can be part of this program because it's going to be an insightful one. Very, very, very insightful one. So if you just join me, my name is Rufen Peregrino Kwao. I'm a study abroad or a travel advisor and also a business consultant. I love to travel and I always love to impact into our generation. I believe in the DIY, the do it yourself. So if you are listening to me live on YouTube, live on Facebook, and live on X, let's give ourselves a minute or two so we can share the link to all the platforms that we belong to, being the study abroad platforms, being the visa interview platforms, being it whatsoever platform that you think you belong to that has like-minded people on it. Those who want to travel abroad, especially those who want to travel on the steady route. Because tonight's message, tonight's content is going to be an insightful one. Okay. And you can't afford to lose it. Trust me. And I want you to pick a pen and a paper whilst I delve you through this process. How to search for programs and schools using the AI, and that's artificial intelligence. So let's give ourselves a few minutes whilst others join this session. Thank you very much. Okay. You're welcome to my channel. My name is Rufen Peregrino Kwao. I am a travel abroad advisor, a business consultant, and I've been doing this for the past decade. I love to travel. I love to see people travel. I love to impact into the young and upcoming generations. And I love and believe in the act of DIY. That's do it yourself. All right. So without wasting much time, I have I have posted a link in the comment section where you can click on if you want to join this conversation. If you want to have a conversation with me, you want to share your question, you want to ask a question, you want to share your thoughts and all that. So you can always click on the link in the comment section below, and then I'll bring you up here so we can have, a conversation, okay, along the line. So I'll share my screens with you, and tonight's meeting is going to be like an hour and a half. Not We are not going to waste much time here. Maybe an hour and a half, maximum 2 hours. We should be done, and then we should pull down the curtain. Okay, so I've seen quite a number of people joining, using the link to join the platform where I'll pick and then ask some few questions and all that. So it's going to be interactive. So if you're joining me live on X, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, just pick a pen and paper. Like I made mention earlier on, which university do you want to pursue your master's, your undergraduate, your PhD, or whatsoever in? Which program? Okay, ask yourself, are there funding opportunities for you? Okay, being a funding opportunities, being in the program, you don't know the program to pursue. Maybe you had your undergraduate in maybe BSc architectural science, BSc biological science, or whatsoever. You want to pursue a master's, a PhD, or whatsoever in the UK, in Canada, in US, which part of Europe? I'm going to show you how to use the AI, the artificial intelligence, to search for programs in schools. And it's very, very, very easy. Very easy. You can also search for programs in the US which grants scholarships, like which gives out scholarship. They have like whopping scholarships. Okay, and we are going to segregate these schools. We have public schools, we have the private schools, and all that. How can you define? How can you know that this school is actually giving or giving scholarships in terms of graduate assistantships, in terms of how do you call it, fellowships, in terms of grants or what have you? Okay, so we are going to use the AI, the artificial intelligence, to do this magic. To do this magic. All right, so I'll share my screen with you. And if you are just joining me live on X and YouTube and Facebook, my name is Rufen Peregrino Kwao. I am a travel advisor. I am a business consultant, and I love doing this. I've been doing this for the past a decade. I'm not a certified immigration officer. All other thoughts I share here, any advice I give you here, is based on my experience. Based on my experience. Okay, so let me share my screen with you here. So there are so many types of AIs. Okay, there are so many types of artificial intelligence, and I'll share my screen with you. Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be a practical based, learning. So here's my screen. Here's my screen. Okay. All right. So just a moment. I want to just a moment. All right. So here's my screen, and here we go. We have the Grok AI. Here's it, the Grok. We have the Perplexity. Okay, so you can use any of these AI, any of these tools to search for your programs, to search for the schools. So let's start with the United States of America. I know a lot of people want to pursue their masters, their higher education in the US, the United States of America. But then how would you know that this school is actually granting funding? This school is actually good for me. Would you know that this school has a program of my choice? Maybe you want to pursue a social policy masters in social policy, you want to pursue a masters in public administration, that's the MPA in the US. How would you find out? So this is how we start. Okay. So here, okay, Grok AI. I prefer to use Grok AI because I love X. Okay, I love X. Grok is uh, was set up by Elon Musk. Okay, was set up by Elon Musk. You can use Perplexity if you want to. If you know any other AI tool, you can as well use that. So that's how I start. I will type. I will type. Can you can you get me list? states in the USA. So there are a lot of states in the US. We have about 54 states in US. Okay. And these are sorry, we have 50 states in the US, and these are the states. If you can see my screen, we have Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, and so on and so forth. If you want to pursue your higher education in the US, the reason why I'm starting with the US is US has a lot of states and has over 800 public and private universities. And most of these universities grant scholarships. Okay. But then I will explain to you how to get scholarships, how to narrow your search in order to get scholarships into these schools in their respective states. You don't just wake up in quotes and be like, you want to pursue your master's in the US. You can read a little bit about their states and all that. Some of the states, having or pursuing your master's there, it comes with huge cost of what? Cost of attendance. And the cost of attendance encompasses your tuition fee and then your living expenses. Tuition fee and living expenses. So you can compare Dakota State cost of attendance to probably California. The cost of living in California is expensive, way, way, way expensive, or even in New York, way, way expensive than Dakota, being in the North Dakota or South Dakota. So you look at your budget and then you look at where you want to pursue, which state you want to pursue your master's. Then you can narrow it down to the program. Okay. So now let's look at the states. So like we search now. Here they said Grok told us that here's a list of 50 states in the US in alphabetical order. Now, in every state in the US has a college and a university. University University is normally the 4 year and all that, and colleges are 2 to 3 years. Then you can go up there to university. Some people will love to pursue or study a higher education throughout the colleges, and colleges are less expensive than the university. Okay, so you want to start a college or you want to start a university. So let's go into the universities. And in the universities, like I made mention, we have the private universities and then we have the public universities. The public universities are the public grants, the state or the country or the public. When you say public, something that belongs to the state, their source of funds is from the states. Okay. And somehow may be wondering, how do these states or how do these universities get their funding for international students? And the private universities are non-profitable universities. Okay, so we have University of Pennsylvania is a private university. We have Harvard University and the likes, Cornell University and likes. They're all private universities. And then we have the land grant university or the public universities. Now, before we delve into the public universities and that of the private universities, these are this is how funds are located to universities. I'm saying this out of research I've made and all that. Okay, I've read wide and I've made a lot of research before I'm coming up with this. Okay, so let's cite an example. If I'm a Ghanaian and I want to pursue my master's in University of Ghana, Legon, or Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, a master's in electrical engineering, right? Now, it is believed that in the city of Atonsu or Edum or Santase, they are having or they are facing problems regards to electricity or lights. Now, if Edum or Santase, or let me say Accra is a state, okay, that they are facing or they're having power issues. Now, the government of Ghana wants to, solve that issue in the states. What do they do? Sometimes they may even feel like, okay, we want to build about, 2,000 solar panels in each and every household. Now, let's give that project to University of Legon. the Department of Electrical Engineering. Let's give this project to a professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering at Lagos or in KNUST, okay, at that department. Now, that department needs about 10 students to be enrolled for that academic year. And each student will definitely provide or submit his or her, graduate's research proposal. If this research proposals aligns with the department or the professors or set faculty members of the set department, now this is how you get the funds from the state. In as much as you are helping the state to or the school in their research or the professor in their research, some funds has been allocated to the professor or the school in building of solar panels, in conducting research and all that. So definitely, automatically, as an international student, you also get some funds, okay? And these funds are from the public or the states. So you can attest to the fact that this year it is very difficult. It has been very difficult for most international students to get funds from their respective schools that they applied to. You may have a friend who applied to a certain school and was like, wow, they have funds in this school and all that in this department. But you applied to that school and you ended up getting admission or gaining admission without funds. But you have a first class, you have you have distinctions and all that, just because maybe the government have taken away the funds from the school. So now funds may be generated internally. If a professor is having his or her research and has enough funds and want an international student to join him or her in the research, then now they will allocate some funds for you. But then automatically, a lot of funds comes from the public universities. I'm not saying that the private universities don't have a lot of funds. They do, but then the public universities has a lot of funds. And if you are looking at funds from internal funds or external funds, considering whether to apply to a private university or a public university, that's how you have to weigh your options. And then you have to also write some how do you call it, code emails and all that. But then we will tackle that for another time. Today we are using the AI to search for programs and schools. Okay, so now we know that the US has 50 states. From AI, they got at 50 states, okay, in the US. Now let's narrow down our search. So I'm going to ask AI another question. Okay, let me zoom in my screen so you can, let me zoom in. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, so I'm going to ask AI another question here. Okay, so AI. The first question was, can you get me a list of states in the US? And they got me 50 states. All right. So let me go here. Can you get okay, can you get me all list of public universities? Okay, all list of public and private. Let me make it all list of public and private universities from the above listed states. Okay, question. That's it. Let's see what AI is going to get for us. So here's it. Comprehensive list of public and private universities in the state, in the United States. So we see here that there are over 1,700 degree granting institutions in total, okay, with approximately 593 public and 1,133 private universities, okay, including both non-profit and for-profits. All right, so if you can see my screen. Now, here you go. Alabama State. So in Alabama State, these are the public universities: Urban University, Jacksonville State University, Troy University, University of Alabama, University of Alabama at Birmingham, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Now look at the private. Sorry. These are the private universities. Okay. You maybe you there are a lot of universities in Alabama. Sorry. Even the private universities, I know some of you haven't heard of some of these universities or private universities. Even the public universities, you've not even heard of them before. Maybe this should be your first time seeing this university. Tuskegee University. I don't know. It sounds like a nickname anyway. Pardon me. Tuskegee, whether Tuskegee or Tuskegee or what have you, is a private university. So you can even pick this university, search on Google, and then maybe check if they are pursuing a program they have a program you want to pursue in this school. And for all you know, there may be some funding opportunities in there. You can send a cold email to the professor or the graduate chair, and then express your interest in the program. Attach your um, um, research sample or research proposal with your CV, with your transcript and all that as cold email, and then you shoot that shot ahead of 2026 fall academic year. All right. So Alaska, we have Alaska 2 here. Alaska has few public universities, about 4, and then the private university is only 1, Alaska Pacific University. Okay. And then Arizona has some list of universities as well. Let me zoom in more so you can see my screen. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. I think that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So it goes on and on and on. Look at California. A whole lot of universities, public universities in there in California. I guess it should be more than 40. More than 40. Look at the private universities there in California. But California is quite expensive. Okay. Look at Colorado. A lot of universities in there. Maybe there may be any of these universities which are even waiving they're waiving off the application fee. They have application fee waiver and all that. Okay. So here you go, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, a lot of them. A lot. Look at these universities. A lot of them. Indiana. And the AI has been able to segregate these universities for us, both public and private. Both public and private. So AI is a very powerful tool that we can use in our school search and program. Okay. I'll delve much into it. Okay, and I'll pick a few other applicants as well. If you are joining me live on X, on YouTube, and on Facebook, my name is Rufen Peregrino. I'm a travel abroad advisor and also a business consultant. Okay, kindly stick with me whilst I delve you through how to use the AI to search for programs in schools. All right. So Kentucky, there are a whole lot of them. So now maybe you've picked a school of your choice, or you've highlighted some few schools here and you want to put in your application. So you were so much lucky that AI even makes the institutions for us. Like they gave us both colleges and universities. Okay. So you can see here some of them are colleges, some of them are universities. Okay. You can always send them cold emails. There are a lot of them. A lot of them. All right. So there you go. Now, someone may be wondering, I've been able to narrow down my search and I know the university I want to pursue my master's at. Now, which documents would I need to tender into this application in order to get enrolled or be accepted into the school? That you have to go to the school's website before you can. So let me pick a school here. Let me say a school in Nebraska. Let me pick Wayne State University. Okay, no. Let me come down. Nevada, no. Okay, I want to pick one school so that I'll show you how to navigate your way through. Okay, I'll pick New Jersey Institute of Technology. New Jersey Institute of Technology. Here you go. Okay. So you see here, New Jersey Institute of Technology is at the New Jersey state, the state of New Jersey, under the public university. Is a public university. So here you go, public university. Here's it, boldly highlighted. So New Jersey Institute of Technology is a public research university in Newark, New Jersey, United States, with graduate degree granting. Here's it. Here's what I was reading. Okay, let me zoom. Let me zoom in so you can see AI. So here you go. Here. Okay. So New Jersey Institute of Technology is a public research university. Yes. So let's look at their website. So how will you be able to find out if they are pursuing a program of your choice or a program that you want to pursue in the US? So my internet is buffering a bit, so kindly bear with me. Okay. So here you go. Anytime you open to be an interactive one. Okay, so let me ask AI, what question do I need? What okay, let me ask AI another question. Now we are done with US, so we'll check that of Canada, we check that of Europe and all that. Okay. So let me ask AI. Okay, can sorry, can I need I need you- I need you to I'm personalizing this like I'm speaking with AI. I need you to I need you to get me um let me see, I need you to get me all the list of schools or universities in in the US that that has masters in computer 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 engineering with funding opportunities. Opportunities. Okay, so AI is doing a magic for me. AI is doing the magic for me. Okay, so AI. Let me speak to you. AI, there. Everyone have breath pound. Yeah, AI is still searching. Okay, let's browse education.com for okay for full list. Okay, how's that term didn't work? The page like it need loading and has dynamic content. Okay, let me. Okay, now I'm browsing. Charlie, it seems I'm stressing AI. I'm really stressing AI. I can see. I can see that. Okay, let me. Okay, list of universities in USA with funding opportunities. With funding opportunities in electrical engineering. Electrical engineering. We have it here. Okay, let me take off my. Can apply a straight PhD. Okay, a straight PhD. Most of these universities does not require of you to have a master's degree in order to get into the PhD. All right. If you have a good CGPA, sorry, you have a good GPA, you have a good cumulative weight average, the CWA, you can pursue most of this engineering or sciences program straight into a PhD without the masters. And I know a lot of people who have done that, who have gone through the PhD route without going having a master's. And it's normally a 5-year program. I have a friend in Purdue University pursuing PhD in chemistry. He went straight into a PhD in chemistry with a second class upper in chemistry from KNUST. Okay, and he was fully funded. PhD programs, about 98% of them in the US are fully funded. I'm saying about 98% of them are fully funded. Not all, but then per my search, about 98% of them are fully funded. Okay, so you can see from my search on the program, okay? The MFA program and the education program is not yet or hasn't been yet tapped. So if you're listening to me, if you're listening to me, wherever you're joining me from, and you have an MFA undergraduate degree, the master's program and its stipends is not yet tapped abroad. And let me come again. If you want to pursue an MFA program, trust me, the chances of getting scholarships, being in the US or Canada or even any part of the world in Europe, the chances of you getting scholarships is high. The sciences programs are very competitive. The engineering programs, the sciences program, the computing programs, very competitive. But with the art programs and then the education programs, there are a lot of funding opportunities in there. Just put in your application, get your portfolio ready. I think it should be about 20 images or so. Most of the schools requires of an international student to submit 20 images or 20 artworks, okay, as their portfolio. Okay, so let's go down here. We've done 1 hour, 20 minutes. Okay, 1 hour, 20 minutes. And I want to pick some questions. If you want to ask a question, I want to pick a question from my listeners. So let me remove this. Okay. So it's question time. It's question time. It's question time. We have about 990 listeners. So if you're listening to me on Facebook, on YouTube, and on X, my name is Rufen Peregrino. I am a travel abroad advisor and a business consultant. I love to travel. I love to help. I love to pass on my knowledge to the young and upcoming generation of my kind, so that it will enable you to do the act of the DIY, the do it yourself. Okay, so let me pick some questions. Yeah, let me go to the comment section below if there are some questions here. Okay, seems there are no questions, but let me see if I can pick somebody up here. Okay. Okay. Hold on a bit. I want to pick some. Let me post the. Let me post the link again. Let me post the link again. Sorry. I want to post the link here again. I want to post the link in our comment section. So if you want to ask a question, please kindly click on the link in the comment section below so you can ask a question. So the link is in the comment section. Just click on it so I can up here. Okay, we've done 1 hour 23 minutes. Okay, so in the next 2 minutes, if I don't get any question, then it means we are drawing down the curtain, and it's going to be a good night. Okay. Okay, so it seems we don't have any question in here, and since we don't have a question, I believe everything that we did tonight was well understood. It's just like being in a classroom, and a teacher will ask you, do you understand? Everyone say, yes, we do. So since we don't have any question, I believe we all understood. We're all able to grasp that we did here, and it seems there's one comment here, and we are going to put them into practice. So thank you very much. It was nice having you on this meeting. It was nice having you. Kindly share the link to a friend. Share the link to someone you think or you feel you share the same or you have the same dream with pursuing your higher education abroad, okay, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on post notification bell. In the coming days, I may not be able to set up a live. I may do some postings on X or on YouTube. So in order not for you to miss any of my content, why don't you subscribe to my channel, Rufin Peregrino, turn on notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. It was nice having you again. My name is Rufin Peregrino. Thank you. Have a blissful evening. Bye.